Good afternoon, traders. How are we all doing today? We're going to be doing another price action review of SPY and all the big holders. Like always, if you guys leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment of maybe a ticker you would like to see, I would greatly appreciate it. But let's get right on into it. So, let's see where Tesla ended up closing at. So Tesla, let's see. Tesla ended up closing at $200.84 today. So overall, not too bad. Like I've been saying, I've been really eyeing this 191 level. We didn't quite come down to it. It looks like we're bouncing off 193, possibly around that area, which makes sense. As you can see here, you got a area, but this 191 has more confluence than the 193. So 191 is a big area I'm paying attention to, especially considering that we have interest rates tomorrow. I believe that Powell is going to be crashing the market once again, considering that he also has a war he has to factor in now. So I don't think it's going to go over well with investors. The big days are going to be tomorrow and then the day after. Usually those are the two biggest days leading out of FOMC. So just keep that in mind. Watch for market volatility tomorrow and also on Thursday. Personally, I'm not going to be trading tomorrow just due to the fact that it's way too hectic. Implied volatility on the contracts is awful, so I just don't bother. But if you guys can find a way to make money tomorrow, good for you guys. But so let's see here on Apple. Once again, you're bouncing off the 168 level, showing some resistance right at this area at 171. Makes sense. But as you guys know, I've been drawing out my levels on the weekly. I just believe that has a little bit more confluence to it. But as you can see here, you got a possible double bottom forming up. Could be a head and shoulders pattern. If you look right here, you might get a left shoulder. You got the head here. Right shoulder would have to form here, and then a dump. Or what you also have going is you got a bear flag or a double bottom. So some mixed signals on Apple. I think earnings is when for Apple. Let's see here. So that's in 2 days. So that's gonna be on Thursday. So yeah, I would be careful on Apple if I were you, but it's really hard to tell where Apple's gonna go. But I would just wait until after earnings to be able to really tell and get a general direction. Next one we're going to be going over is Microsoft. So Microsoft, the big thing that was happening today on Microsoft was that you held the 337 support. Now you did get a hammer, but it's on lower volume, meaning that there's not much credibility to it. So the chance of downside is limited. But I would say with the overall market mood in FOMC being tomorrow, it would not shock me if we get a straight red bar down to 325. So tomorrow I'm just going to draw an intraday support. Actually, we'll draw that as 320. Yeah, we'll do a 325. Because it's more 325 than 326. Oh, crap. There we go. So big level to watch tomorrow is going to be 325 to 337. And if we end up treating this as a support level and rally, then 346 is a level I would watch for tomorrow if good news comes out of FOMC. Next one that we're going to be going over is going to be on NVIDIA. So let's see what NVIDIA did today. So we broke down the 405 critical level I was talking about, recaptured it. So the big thing to watch on NVIDIA is going to be to see if 405 breaks down tomorrow. After FOMC, if we get a negative reaction from FOMC, then you can expect a breakdown. I think 335 will come quite fast in November. If we end up holding up 405 and positive news is announced at FOMC, then I would expect 405 to be a major support, as it always has been. 431 would come, 468, 500, and so on. If we get some good news out of FOMC, I just don't see how we possibly can at the rate that the nation's been borrowing at. It just doesn't look good. But that's my opinion. It's more of you gotta trade what the market tells you. If the market tells me to be bullish, I'll be bullish. If it tells me to be bearish, I'll be bearish. I don't really care if the market goes up or down. I just care about making money. So next one that we're going to be going over is SPY. So big level on SPY. Well, the big thing you have to keep in mind on SPY is that you are going into a flagging pattern, as you can see right here. So you got a high probability chance of downside. I think that this is a dead cat bounce, considering that you have increasing price action, decreasing volume. I think all the bulls are going to get absolutely executed tomorrow, personally. It's just what I think. But you never know with the markets truly. So, big thing to watch tomorrow is if we break to the downside, I would watch 410 and 416. Now, onto the upside, if we really start to rally, then I would watch 420, 427. I doubt that we're going to hit 427, but you never know in the market. Market can be a wild place. And then the positions that I'm currently in is in McDonald's, and I am also in AMD at the moment. So McDonald's, we are at 262.17. I still have my limit order for 264 to sell one share. Just came shy of it open. A little bit concerning that we got a hammer candle now. If we end up pushing upwards tomorrow, I'd expect 264 and 266 to come quite fast. If we break down, I expect 254 or lower to come quite fast as well. As I've been saying, I have my stop loss set to break even on McDonald's. Now AMD, I just got wind that they reported poor earnings. Let's see how correct that is. Well, I would say that's pretty darn correct. So as I've been saying, I bought over at 100. And as you can see here, we're down to 94.22 and dropping. So I'm down by a little bit. Luckily, I don't have that big of a position in AMD. I have about 16 shares, so about 1,600 if you bought at the, at the 100 level. So I'm not too worried about it. As I've been saying to you guys, I'm building a position into AMD. So even if it comes down lower, I think over the long term, AMD is going to go up. It's a very good company, and I think it's just getting caught up into the global political atmosphere at the moment. So as you guys all know, FOMC is going to be the big news for tomorrow. Personally, I'm not trading, but good luck, traders.